friend of mine called Rob from the channel Motorbob had access to Honda's oddball X-ADV recently and asked me if I fancied coming along to try out its off-road capabilities and its buoyancy. And obviously if someone's going to offer me a set of keys, I'm not going to turn it down. So we headed out towards Kent to find a river crossing to see who could make the biggest wave. Enjoy. Hey.
Go as fast as you can. And don't look back.
Alright, that's simple commands, I can follow that. Do you know what, this doesn't sound too bad even from a distance.
Too simple crank, mate.
I don't see any problem with my first experience of the thing being off-road. What could possibly go wrong? Jesus. No, it's not awful. It's not awful. Hey, hello. Right, pick a rut. I mean, it'll do it. It wouldn't be my choice for an off-road bike. But say your commute to work has about 400 metres of gravel and a sports bike just won't do it. Yeah, this is the one for you. You can't really stand up. I'm not even going to attempt it. There you go. I've never ridden this thing before. And this is how we meet. Pleased to meet you, my name's Tim. You took that like a champ. I'm assuming you can do the decline just as well as you did the incline. Let's just hover over those brakes and I'm gonna say, what's best? Rear brake? Favour the rear with a bit of off-road? I've done 1 day of off-roading. I think the gearbox will probably slow it down more than enough. It's just when it gets to the bottom and it's a little bit sketchy. Give it just enough throttle to keep it ticking over so it doesn't stop, and that's about all I need, I think. Yeah, it copes with it. I'm not going to tell you I've tested it to its limits, because I haven't. I'm sure in more capable hands this could probably look quite comfortable on off-road, actually. Oh, hey, hello, hello. Drifted a bit wide there. Stick the landing, perfect execution, and we're done. Lovely stuff. I only dropped it 2 times.
One on each side?
Yeah, yeah, just even out. It feels okay on a bit of gravel. It conducts itself well with some light off-roading for a bike of that size, even in the hands of a complete novice like myself, as proven. Obviously, I'm not going to go full-on mud plug-in on a borrowed bike, but I have it on good authority that it will do it. And if you don't believe me, then check out Renata Zocchi's efforts in the Gibraltar race. Not only did it claim victory in its class, it did so over some much better suited bikes. So it wouldn't be my first choice, but I think that proves its ability when push comes to shove. Now, if you've come to see whether or not the X-ADV makes a good boat, then you have come to the right place. So after Rob's attempts, and I'd say it's always probably a good idea to let somebody else check depth before you give it a go, it was my turn to have a little go at the log flume, wearing entirely the wrong clothing.
Go really fast and don't look back.
If I have to put this down, I'll be so upset. Oh, come on. Oh, God! Yeah, I'm blinded. And I can confirm the boots are not waterproof, or at least they're not when the water comes over the top of them. And it does squirt around a little bit. Great. Oh,
What happened?
I think it got a bit of water in somewhere it didn't want to get water, and I needed to kind of cough it to life.
You're f***ing serious?
Is my wave bigger than yours? It went right in my f***ing face.
Did it get really bogged down then?
On the way back it did, yeah. I might have gone a bit too quick.
You didn't even slow down the second time.
Nah. No, I just sort of went for it. Welcome! Now, the last time I took out a scooter, I got comments saying, please don't ever do it again. So I listened. This is not a scooter. This is an off-roader. This is a serious bike. Look, the truth of it is, if somebody is going to offer me the keys to a bike, automatic or not, I'm going to take it. This is an automatic, but you can make it manual. I don't know if you can do that on the fly. Probably. An automatic manual. We're in manual. Don't know why that excites me quite as much as it did. Oh, changing to fourth. Change it down to third. Maybe down to second. Really open her up. It works well. I don't know that I would use that an awful lot. If you are going to use this off-road, and I have used this off-road, in fact it was the first thing I did on it. It wasn't really that off-road. A little bit of gravel. But then you might want to stick it in manual just so you've got a little bit more control over it. Woo! Just taking this through some water, so I don't really want to corner it too aggressively. Having said that, it's quite nice and planted. It's one of the benefits, one of the only benefits of having as much weight as this thing does. I think it's about 230 kilograms. You'll feel it, but obviously only when you stopped. But it does help plant it a little bit easier, eh? I would hope you could adjust that screen, because at the moment it's been in a load of wind right in my face. I might just get a little, there we go, a little comfier, get a little lower. That works. I don't see any problem with that. It would benefit from having a cruise control, being an automatic, and as everything else on this bike is so easy, it would make my life a bit easier if it had cruise control. It's a big engine, it's got the power to go touring if you want to do a longer trip. One of the things I should say about this is that we've been out on a few bikes recently, Rob and I, a good variety of machines, and actually the one that tends to get people coming over and talking about it is this one. For good or for bad, this one is the one that people tend to come over and have a conversation or a question about. Or if you pass in delivery riders and things, this is the one they're envious of. Because they recognise the supreme class. They recognise excellence. It's not quite like anything else. And yeah, you're not going to be taking this thing on the Paris-Dakar or the Baja. It's not really made for it. But if you need to hop off and do a little bit of light off-roading, if what you need to get to is along a gravel path, there you go, you got the machine for it. And then the rest of the time you're just going to sit there, lazy boy, and cruise. It's good there too. It's not going to light a fire in your pants. It's not going to give you wowzers in the trousers. But it's also not going to give you a pain in the neck. And if you want to pop to the shops and you want to put something in the top box or under that seat, may I present to you the X-ADV. You can also stick it in neutral and rev it. Really show off, tell people that you mean business. I'm chomping at the bit, come on. Come on. Yes. It's a cracking little run around. It's capable in practically any setting. It's easy to use, and believe it or not, it does actually turn heads. What's not to like? Oh, it's weather, man. Decide what you want to do. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the... I'm gonna win! You all bear witness, the X-ADV is actually officially faster than a CB1000, so... Thank you for watching, I will see you next time. Ta-ra.